And I am back, all shaved and stuff. Let's continue with Circenn. And poor Age, who's becoming... He's 63 fucking years old. He's forged his own kingdom, he's feeling pretty good. He's just unfortunately failed a battle. Possibly one of his last battles, considering his age. So he's sort of walked off back to 12th Nest again. But we do still have a decent army here, along with a whole bunch that I recruited. And one coming in to snuff out this little Viking attack here. We're going to continue on to scribes in the community. And so set things up nicely last time, so we should be able to continue. Oh, they're coming straight for us. That'll make things easier on the defense. Sure. If we can win this, we can actually get away without having any of our settlements torched, which would be very nice. This 23-year-old upstart. All my generals and my governors are extremely old, and sometime soon, there's going to be a generation wipe, and we're going to have to start anew with like a whole bunch of just newbies. I'm not looking forward to that. Also restarted the computer, just in case that helps with the lag a little bit. Because we're lagging up a goddamn storm. What is our battle tactic for this one? Well, once again, they've got rather superior troops all along the way, which is very frustrating. Their Hearthguard is very low on numbers now. We might be able to pick off the leader with bowmen. That would be helpful. We do not have cavalry this time, so I'm going to have to put... probably like a group of archers and a spear member to fend off the... Oh! No. We do have one horseman leader who's quite talented as well. 6 command. That means he'll pretty much tear through this scout group. Just absolutely slaughter them. That'll be handy. We're gonna go out onto the open field. It's a little bit easier to organize. And we're not really at a threat of being overrun this battle. Gonna make the choice whether I want to merge the ex-infantry along with everyone else. They have the same melee skill, so they're certainly still fine at defending themselves. They have the same armor. They actually have slightly better shielding. In fact, yeah, they're pretty much just slightly better spearmen. So yeah, well, they will be part of the line. Let's see if we can get them dispersed with each other. Spearmen, axe, spear, axe, spear, axe. Good. We can take this one level beyond. So it's in square formation. Ready for war. I don't know how effective it'll be, but sure as hell looks pretty. Or maybe, yeah, something more like that. Since they're fine being surrounded, then we might be able to get a small charge on whoever gets involved there. That looks very nice. Alright, we'll have the crossbowmen and bowmen ready to fire. And ready to fire upon the Hearthguard, preferably. I don't think they've got any more archers. No, they've only got javelin men. We can certainly pick them off before the battle starts. So, let us... pick off the leader first, pick off the javelin men first. The leader first. We can pick off the javelin afterwards. Almost there. It's a little bit closer. There. Yours to command. You boys in waiting. Everyone on skirmish mode. Just make sure that we don't accidentally get tripped up. And our leader shall be hiding in the forest, waiting for their horsemen to advance. Start the battle. Pause the battle. Get the archers firing on the Hearthguard. 20 men. We can choose through them, and there, I think, is their king, who's got a very intense-looking hairdo. Very cool. Speak quickly. Let's set fire to a couple of villagers. Well, isn't that just being... Wedge formation. That increase in speed of charge. Falling back you go, boys. Incoming general attack! Smash! Go around. Attack.
Our general is under attack!
Information. Try and get the finish off before we get hit. Time to run. Yes, we've done it. We've done it. Good. Okay, they're completely broken. We can start falling back. Hey, muffins. Yeah. I did not want you to do that. Let's pull back. Actually, skirmish mode isn't working as well as I was hoping it would. Thank you very much. Taking out their horsemen can help a great deal. Lets me keep my archer advantage. Well, they've got nothing except melee troops and one unit of javelin men that I can take out before they even get close enough. So we just have to make it back to our lines before we get caught up here. I was worried about this fight because pretty much all of these Viking units coming in, they're all tier 3, they're all mailed, they're all retinue army, they're very, very strong. Thank you. I've had about 400 hours of thinking of various different tactics to use through these games. And they're not always the best ones. Like this, probably not exactly the perfect tactic, but it looks really cool. I really like the idea of it. Come in. Just gonna stand there. Oh, crossbows right into their face. I love the music of Total War. Britannia has done very good with music. It's not like the olden days. It's like they're going straight for my axemen. Let's get those charge bonuses in. Unfortunately, that leaves my spearmen kind of a bit at odds. These guys getting engaged. So these ones. Just taking out a few of the last boys here. Let's fire over the line, take out the rest of the javelin men.
Our men run from the enemy! This is shameful!
Yeah, there goes some of our axemen. That's okay. Our spearmen are now holding after that. Ooh, pull back. Have you ever had the opportunity to play a Total War game? Alright, let's swing around. Let's crush these great axes. Break the square formation and charge into the side. Our archers get the opportunity to fire into these walls.
The enemy general is dead!
Yeah, they are peasants with sticks. They're all levy men. It really sucks. That's why they're breaking so quickly against these well-trained Viking warriors here. That's why I've been worrying about it. Yeah. There's only so much I can do. Our king, our general is one of the largest advantages we've got.
They flee before our might!
Because their general is either dead or nearly dead. I don't remember reading the message, so let's fire... Ooh, no, let's fire from these long axes. They have no shield. Should be able to take them out.
Our men have turned tail and run!
And then sort of bring themselves back every so often. Ooh, got him! Take out that one last guy. Working right now. On those spearmen. Yeah, yes, Attila! Bloody excellent. One of the most realistic of the games. That's good. Keep on pulling back with drives. Hold them off. We can hold these guys off, we can deal with the rest, we can move to help you. Or... Alright, let's get back in. Pull you boys in. Move this around. Back to the wedge formation. Get ready for the charge, boys. Viking warriors, ready for sex! Crossbow men into the back of those axemen. Looks like they've given up the charge. 64 axemen right over here. 30 men left. We've lost a good 9 men with our best horsemen here. Bring in more over here. Let's see if we can distract them with the spearmen unit. Yeah, the burning mechanics in Attila were absolutely excellent. Something that really wasn't really highlighted much in any of the previous games, Rome or Medieval, was that idea of just getting in and just absolutely annihilating everything that once stood there. Salt the earth. Attila's We're going in, boys! Yeah.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
Really good when you have a shitty boss. I may not be able to burn his house to the ground, but I can burn other people's houses to the ground. That's what video games are really, really good for. Having the opportunity to just let go of stress. Take it out on someone without it actually being someone else. Feels good. Alright, let's prepare for the next charge. You guys are exhausted. Take a rest. Boom! Yes! Alright. Let's clean up this army. Stop firing. Stop firing. Let's not have any friendly fire over here. Roll over them. Good. Here's 8 men. We've taken the day, lads! Ah, feels so good. These units are too small for them to survive, I think. I think for fleeing, like, there's 2 different thresholds for whether a unit is destroyed after a battle, and it depends on if you lost the fight or won the fight. I think if you lose the fight and they drop down to about 15%, they get destroyed. And if you win the fight, it's about 5 or 10, something like that. Really just ballparking. Alright. Pyrrhic victory. I've no reason to burn your ass to the ground, Muffins. So, no. No. Not unless you requested it. If that's what you're into, if you want to have your ass burnt to the ground, then that's fine. You know, if we can make an arrangement, maybe, you know, transfer some money back and forth, and then I'll be happy to burn your ass. That was a good battle. That felt good. Despite having clearly superior troops, they still lost more men than I did. There we go. Complete annihilation. We'll release the captives, send them back to the Northlands, get some money out of it. Ah, excellent.
Our bravery is legendary.
We actually have enough food and money to sustain these larger armies that I have now. I do want one over near Aberdeen, though.
Our bravery
You boys can stay in Erchedan. And we hike up that economy again. 7,000 a turn. Fuck yeah. Alright. Got 2 food, 2 industry, and Abbey, we don't yet have tool makers. I could unlock tool makers instead, and I will unlock tool makers instead. Hey, man, I can't judge what you're into, man. It's not my thing to judge. Let's bring up the tide mill. The natural motion of the tides, it's harnessed to feed the masses. Oh, that's a mill. Oh, a ship mill. A tide mill. So does that mean it's a mill but built in the ocean? That's a fascinating idea. I thought they were all rivers. Huh. Yeah. For instance, tide mills at coastal settlements employed the same method of energy generation but used the rising and falling motion of the tide to power the mechanisms. That's awesome. No. I am playing as the Scotland before time, the Circenn. We're bidding back the... I think we're bidding back the Vikings. Yeah, we're a Gaelic empire. Defending ourselves against the Vikings. Just trying to defend ourselves against the English. Well, I don't have to do much for that. The Welsh Stratcult. Stratclut? Has it been Clut all this time?
A brother-in-arms is always welcome.
I've been reading that wrong this entire time. I was certain it was a Stratcult. Ah, well, there we go. It's your mill in real life. You made that mill. You live on the ocean, Muffins? That's awesome. Ooh. Oh, look at that gold encampment there. Oh, look at that bronze encampment there. Oh, so shiny. Makes all my armor for me. Now, let's get the time mill going. I'm going to wait on the toolmaker. A full shot. You, I want to get a library in for that faction bonus. Research faction bonus. And that's all the money I have at this time. I'm going to charge exorbitant rates across the entire nation and then funnel that into our larger cities. I'm making life absolutely awful for people. But it's giving me a lot of money. Oh dear. Yeah, we have no rebellions this turn, that's good. As I raise the tax level, as you can see across here, all those little unhappiness faces, everyone has a certain percentage of generating rebels to try and bite back against the excessive taxes that I'm levying on people. So I've got -10 up in this region, -9, so that's 10%, 9%, 1%, all up, it's 28% chance that people are just going to be like, fuck it! Just, I would rather die than pay these taxes. Let's get Eshdon to a royal... I'm kind of feeling ready to go to war against someone. I can't go against the Stratcult, because the Stratclut. I could come down here. The Stratclut has certainly made some headway down here. But I kind of feel like they'd grab all the land before I was able to get down there and claim something myself. So I think my next enemy will be the Sudriar. We've got a 20-stack army right here. They've only got one major settlement. They haven't really settled anywhere else, I think.
You'll get a fair hearing.
Yeah, no, they haven't settled anywhere else. Their strength ranking 7, which is very surprising, but then again, I suppose there is currently 23 nations left. Irish Vikings, the Anglo-Saxons, Stratclut, Northumber, Cent, Sudriar, Gwyneth, Velsavodir. Oh, we're strength rating 3. I was wondering where we were, but of course we won't be in this list. This is a list of other known factions. So it's Irish Vikings, Anglo-Saxons, us, and then Stratclut. I can stab them in the back at any moment. But I won't. War is what we do best.
Ready and willing.
Well, with that in mind, let us reduce our taxes to a level where everyone's happy with us. Yes.
The men are eager to get to it.
We'll remove anyone who's not a veteran in this group.
For the glory of the guilds.
This group. And we'll knock off a piece from here. Maybe these Lowland Raiders here.
None shall stand against them.
Alright. So, group 1, the Swift Snakes, can take the Stornock way. What can I name them? What can I name them, Muffins? What do you think? Let's try... I don't know. Viking Suppression Force 1. No. Raiding Raiders. Stornock. Stornock claimants. Ugh, it's terrible. The other one two are Apocrysan, Dunbacan, and Bernay. Bernay, more like Bernay. let's change that.
Our foes will tremble. Our bravery is legendary.
Dirty. Yeah. The Storm Upgrade claimants will just be the king. Congratulations on building a very well-made Total War game, Muffins. I've heard a lot of complaints about it, but honestly, it's worked out quite well for me. And Dunbacane. Like, Dunbacane. Alright. Now that we've provided our men with superb propaganda against the enemy, let's move them forward. Prepare for a little war. And it is going to be a very little war. We're going to trash this quite handily. Let's get the fist fighters in this area, since this seems to be where we're going to be recruiting folk. Do we have any other blacksmiths? No. Good. Don't really need that church, though. Yeah, they could have just called this a DLC. I think what they're trying to do is separate out various different ideas, because there's a lot more work put into this than most of the DLCs that they've released otherwise, which are pretty much just reskins rather than full proper mechanic changes. Yeah, it is an altogether different taste, but it is DLC level. But I get what they're going at with that. They want these sagas to become a thing that's released on a sort of semi-regular basis. They're cheaper games. They still cost more than DLC, but they put more work into them. And I do want these things to occur. I want these games. Because, like, Total War doesn't really feel right unless it's a massive thing. But these Total War sagas, I'm pretty happy with. And it gives me a whole lot of stuff to hunt down, achievements to hunt down. Shall we marry this 57-year-old man to this 25-year-old woman? She's a shield maiden. She's chosen to bear arms and fight alongside her warrior's husband on the battlefield. Reduces his command somewhat, but increases his armor and the melee skill because she's a fucking good fighter. Kalak, what do you do exactly? I would love to find that out before I give my blessing. But sure. I'm down with it. A remastered Empire? Yes. Yes, they do need to release that. They never quite gave it as good as it needed to get. I wasn't happy with Empire, especially with how it runs. But I would really like for them to come back to it again. Because that was a very unique game. What the? Can no longer sustain them. But I can sustain them. What?
War is
supplies?
what we do best.
Got a minor amount of food? What's the problem?
War is what we do best.
I'll merge you two.
Ready for action!
There we go. Merge all
For the
them
glory of the
there.
guilds.
Stick you back in here. How many more
War
turns?
is what we do best.
4 more turns. Ugh. It's taking so long. Ooh, we can get another one. Does that make church money? No. Just helps with money. Yeah, exactly. It was the first game to like really get almost the entire world into the game, rather than the standard Total War of the Mediterranean and Europe. People have generally said that Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai is about as close to what we got for an Empire Remastered. It's still set in Japan, not across the world, but the line battles are still there. The ship battles are still pretty cool. The bombardment system is nice. there are some mods to chuck in other factions as well, like the European factions. I've been watching a guy called Totally Devon. He's really cool. He makes actual, like, he builds an entire storyline out of his games and then uses that as what he uploads to YouTube. It's so much cooler than it has a lot of work into it. It is really, really cool. Internet browser's being a bit slow, probably because I'm streaming. Total what? Oh no, officially Devon, that's the one. I know, you don't do mods. I did forget. Let's grab the Royal Court. The final level of the Forge. Another Royal Palace. Nice. That'll do for now. Let's wait out the winter. We're gonna move out soon. Take all three of their outlying territories. Then try and move around to take the capital without engaging their army. It shouldn't be too hard. They'll probably come out against at least one of us. Dumbecken is deserting. Got some damaged buildings. Over in Scone? No! That's where I make all my money! Ah, oh, son of a bitch. Why is that? Is it because of the shirt? Oh, thank you. I'm glad it looks good. I went and got a proper shave. I was streaming earlier and it looked absolutely horrible to my own eyes.
None shall stand against.
But I sort of like the haphazard hair look. It's ridiculous, but I love it.
For the glory of the Gales.
Are you ready to move? Not really, but I think I'm going to move out anyway. Just, I don't want to wait 3 turns. But I need to.
The men are eager to get to it.
This will get a little bit of XP out of the fierce fighters. That'll be nice. Haha! Oh, I've got 73 gold. If I wasn't going for this achievement, I'd have a lot more armies running around because I'd feel a lot safer being able to start fights and then finish them off with peace treaties. But with this particular achievement that I'm going for, I can't sign peace treaties. As soon as I start a war, that's it. I just keep on going. It's fucking hard. I'm terrified of causing new wars. That is Toolmakers complete. What happened? Accident in Hungary? Fucking idiot. Well, it's a lot like putting phones and shit on.
Our bravery is legendary.
Don't use phones while driving. It's stupid. Especially people that feel that, like, oh no, it won't happen to them. No, they're fine. They're smart enough to use their phones and also drive at the same time. That's fucking.
My reputation is
It's subconscious,
growing.
not conscious.
None shall stand.
What's going on? Yeah, Governor. Let's grab some money. It does suck.
War is what we do best.
Alright, that is enough, men. Now, finally, we can start moving. Yeah.
The men are eager to get to it.
You'll get a fair hearing.
His military allies with Golguil, who's to the south. Okay. Maybe we send out the 9-stack army out that way as well.
Eager to get
Hopefully he won't get drawn into the
to
war.
it now.
But just in case he is, I'll send someone out there. I think I only need the 2 armies to take over this territory anyway.